Yeah. He's still not back, is he?
No.
Right.
Welcome
Welcome to
Paul is
Shobocast
not with
number
us today.
16.
The Shobocast, a podcast roughly about Doctor Who.
When it wants to be. I'm Dan.
When it wants to be. I'm Dan.
Hi.
And is this Paul returning to us again? He's not saying anything.
Okay,
Just
and this week we're talking about the Christmas
and carry on with the
Invasion
podcast.
from 2005, though for some reason my brain wants to say 6, but obviously it's not.
Yeah.
It's set in 2006 though, isn't it? Because of the
Yeah,
year forward.
because they have a year forward, and then in series 2 they catch up with themselves, so by that Christmas it's in line with each other, I think.
Yeah. The sound is going to be a bit off for the first few minutes while I sort everyone's levels out. But how's everyone's week been?
I was okay. I had my second COVID test today.
How did that go?
It turns out I don't have it.
Good.
Yeah, which means I can return home for Christmas.
Well, you can return home for Christmas now. By the time you actually do, you may have COVID.
I might, in the time
Because that's
between...
how the test works.
In the time between now and the 21st, I might get COVID.
Yeah.
But all I can say about that is, fuck you, Grandad, I don't care. Anything else happened this week?
Nowadays.
Yeah. How are you two?
I've done fuck all.
Wonderful.
I've watched the Star Wars films, I think.
All of them?
Except Solo.
Okay.
So you even watched The Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah.
That's the
You're
only
better
one I
man than
haven't
me.
watched yet. I'm so weird because I really like Rogue One and people tend to not like Rogue One.
No, I like that one.
I mostly like Rogue One.
There's bits that I don't like, but
I haven't
I
seen.
find it hard to invest in some of the characters, but
Yeah.
So you've never seen Episode 9?
I haven't seen Episode 9. I haven't seen Solo. Those are the ones that I don't think are worth my time. From what I've heard.
Episode 9 is really...
Shit.
Yeah.
it's hit or miss, really.
It's mainly
There's some
miss.
good bits in it.
It's so bad. Me and my friend a few months ago attempted to rewrite it.
Oh.
Yeah. We even wrote a few scenes. And the two completed scenes we had were better than anything in Episode 9. And we're
Well,
idiots.
you would say that.
No, but we're shit at writing, and they were better
Yeah.
than anything in
Fans
Episode
could do
9.
better in this case.
What I will say about Episode 9 is it completes the J.J. Abrams story, but not the sequel story.
Yes.
I don't know. I've not seen it, but I guess that's a fair assessment.
Well, you've got what J.J. Abrams started in 7. You then get what Colin Trevorrow?
Colin Trevorrow. That's what our script was loosely based on.
In Episode 8. And then you get J.J. Abrams going, no, I don't like what he did. Fuck all of that. In Episode 9.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if they actually stuck to their guns, I think it would have been a nice story. But no, they got cold feet, got J.J. Abrams in, and J.J. Abrams went, oh, you got rid of the Knights of Ren. Well, now they're... You said,
I realised the other day that Rogue One, for me, I don't know why it reminds me of it so much, is it makes me think of Lord of the Rings meets Halo Reach. Like, everyone's going to die, but it's such an interesting journey that they're all going on.
Yeah.
Literally. And the Darth Vader scenes at the end they're just great. Yeah. I love that film.
I did see someone the other day, and they were saying that they actually wanted the guy who played Moff Tarkin in Rogue One, because obviously he's under all the CG and stuff, that he could be a Admiral Thrawn in live action.
Oh!
Yeah, I saw
It's
that.
the guy from Casualty.
Which, have any of you seen the episode of Mandalorian a couple of weeks ago?
I have not seen any of The Mandalorian, and I really want to
Okay, well,
watch it.
spoilers for the Mandalorian.
Spoilers for The Mandalorian.
Thrawn might be coming in live action.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen some speculation, like some fan casts and stuff like that on Facebook.
Yeah, because
that's cool.
Like the fan cast that I've seen that I agree with is Lars Mikkelsen, I think his name
Yeah, I
is.
was just gonna say that. Yeah.
The guy who voices him.
Yes, he's very good.
Um,
Because
this
he's
is
got
a-
sort of like that jaw structure as well, facial structure of him.
Yes.
This is becoming a very good Doctor Who podcast.
Yes, this
talking
is a
about Star
podcast
Wars.
about Doctor Who, allegedly.
did you watch anything other than Star Wars? Or was it just all of the Star Wars?
Indiana Jones,
Ooh.
the 3 original Mummy films, and Doctor Who.
Doctor Who, what a wonderful segue.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, and I also watched some news.
Some news. Wonderful. Well, as is becoming my catchphrase, there's not much news this week.
And no one can say otherwise because the two people that always agree with you are right here. And the person who disagrees with you on that is not here.
Yeah, it turns out it's really hard to find out news just about one TV show every week when there generally isn't news about it.
Especially when they just dropped a lot of news the week before.
Yes, yeah, I'm very much picking at scraps this week, so bear with me. So the first bit, there was Mandip Gill did an interview with the Radio Times about Series 13 and coming back for it
cock.
and what we can expect. Oh, what
I forgot
was
to
wrong?
play the news jingle.
Oh no! Wait, I'll stop talking about the news and play the
No,
news jingle.
we're already in now.
Oh, it's too late. It's
You'll
too
have
late.
to edit it in.
We're too far gone. He's
I
not going
can't
to
be
edit
asked.
it. We're
No
too
news
far
jingle
gone now.
this week. But go on, Mandip Gill. What was she saying?
Yeah, she was talking. The reason she hasn't left is she is still enjoying it. She doesn't think Yaz's journey, whatever that was, is complete.
And in the words of
Exactly.
Mr. Krabs,
It's not
money.
complete yet.
She said this. I just thought I'm not ready for this journey to end. Why leave something when you're enjoying it? It's working and there's development. I don't know when it will end for me because as a person and as a character, there's so much to explore.
Not done any of it yet, but there is
Yes,
stuff
yeah,
to explore.
there certainly is stuff to explore.
Poor Yaz.
Well, no, she also talked about that and hinted that perhaps they're going to go more into character because she's probably going to be the only companion next series. Yeah, she also said we started to see Yaz with her mental health storyline last series and start to see Yaz a little
Know
bit
what
more.
that was meant to be.
Apparently. So that can sort of be explored a little bit further. There's room now to explore that. It never probably... Hang on, I'm saying this wrong. It never probably felt like the right time to do it before, so I'm looking forward to it. So it seems like Yaz might get some character development next series.
I'm all
Yay.
for that. She's definitely my favourite part of this current era, if we're picking specific things.
Is that sarcasm?
No.
Okay.
I
like
understand she's been
Graham.
completely useless through most of Series 11 and 12, but
Mm-hmm.
if you were going to say to me, right, 2 out of the current team, which definitely feels overcrowded, by the way, if
Yeah.
you've got to get rid of some, you've got to keep one, I'd absolutely choose Yaz.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's got the most interesting stuff going on that you could go with. They've not done anything
Okay,
interesting
yeah, I
with
understand.
her,
Yes,
but the stuff
yeah.
you could go with is way more interesting than...
Okay, I agree with that actually.
What do we think... I might regret bringing this up. What do we think about Thasmin? Not the
I like.
not the explicit artwork, just the idea of their
Oh
relationship.
wait, hang on. I misheard that. Thasmin. Oh,
Yeah.
yep. No, I know what that is.
Not the. I'm not talking about the graphic side of it. I just mean the.
The concept of the ship as a whole.
Yeah.
I can understand why people have like put that together. Like there's certainly stuff Yaz has said in the other series that you could loosely interpret as
But you could loosely interpret loads of stuff Yaz does because it's not ever
because she
specified
doesn't
what
have a
it is.
character.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
she
first
doesn't have a
time-
character, and there's nothing to like be consistent about with it.
I think it mostly spawns from Arachnids in the UK, where they meet Yaz's mum, and it's just like, "Oh, you're dating," and then it's just like spawned from that because like, "Oh, are they? Ooh,
Yeah,
we don't
It's
know."
tricky to tell what Chibbers was thinking when he did that. Whether he was
The
just getting us
Doctor
to.
Hasn't really had
Um,
a romantic attraction in my eyes to a companion since
In quite a
probably
while.
Rogue.
See, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
my
Like-
my view on it overall is as long as I'm all for it, as long as it isn't as sickly as Rose and Ten.
Yeah,
Like,
I think that really put me off the idea of a Doctor companion romance.
yeah, because it was very make it a bit more like. Because I mean, the Eighth Doctor and Grace is pretty romantic in the TV movie, but obviously they don't get a lot of time to kind of develop that. It's very spur of the moment. So there's kind of two extremes there. Just find a nice. If they're gonna do it,
Yeah.
I'd rather they don't go crazy and piss everyone off, but also I'd like for them to explore that kind of angle of, because this Doctor, we've not seen what she's like with,
One person.
you know, like, I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
How do I phrase this without sounding like a pervert? It's weird. We haven't seen her engage with the fact that she's a woman, and
Yes, yeah,
you know,
I know
what
you
you
mean.
the way the Doctors always treat the TARDIS, for example. You know, Matt Smith literally calls it sexy. Okay. But
Matt
he
Smith
always
would fuck the TARDIS if he could.
I think he
As
did.
the person and the
Off
character.
screen.
deleted scene from the Doctor's wife. But you know, and we always see him react with, like, the way he interacts with his old girl in quotes.
Yeah.
But with this Doctor, she just uses it as a bit of kit. And yes, she does talk to it
Yeah.
a bit. But you know, there's
It
I don't know.
seems to
There is
respond
stuff
more
to
like
explore
a
there.
pet now than a lover.
Yeah.
Like, it's sort of how the Doctor walked into the TARDIS at the end of Timeless Children, and it responded then. It's the same way my cat responds when I walk in from work, and it's just like, "Hello, how are you?" Scratching
There
it
was
behind the
a
ear.
bit of a bit of it at the end of Ghost Monument
Yeah.
when they
And
get
Timeless
like,
Children.
they come to Daddy stuff. Yeah.
But I think it's used. I think that lately the TARDIS is a ship
Yeah.
by definition.
I think in terms of like Yasmin 13, I kind of hope they don't go in that direction. But really, because I'm just not a massive fan of Doctor companion romances.
No, yeah.
Like I'm my favorite companions definitely tend to be ones where they're just mates. So Donna and Amy and Rory.
Yeah,
Martha?
no, I understand that. Also, we've
Yeah,
seen.
no, Martha was great, but she was always a bit. Oh, I love the Doctor, but he doesn't.
She was
love me.
she was
What
the
will I do?
rebound. She was the.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
He was trying to get over Rose, so he just got her, and he didn't realize how horrible he was being to her.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of we could get really deep into this, but I don't think we will.
Yeah.
Have we got any other stuff to talk about?
We definitely have.
Like, where's Paul?
No. Remember in episode 3 when we talked about the announcement of a digital trading card game?
No, that was my favourite moment from this podcast ever. So yes, it's always been on my mind. I've always been wondering, when is he going to expand on that?
Well, it's out now.
Yes.
That's the news, really. That's basically it. Yeah, you can buy the cards now. You'll be able to trade them next year, and also the game will come out next year as well.
Wait, so you can only buy them now? Because I didn't.
You can only buy them
I
now.
didn't look at it.
I think.
Why have they done it then?
I think you can only buy them. I think this is what they were trying to do. Is you can only buy them now, and then they're going to stop allowing you to buy them to create, because it's all a digital card game. It having a limited period where any of them can be bought creates like a scarcity of them. So there's a point to trading and
Great.
makes them have value. I don't know. It's free to play.
Most trading games.
I don't know, but it's free. Let's face it,
It's
though,
free
it
apart
isn't
from you
free.
have to buy the things.
The BBC have gone full EA on this, and they've got little, they've got like platinum packages and the TARDIS package. Weird.
But let's say you are a child without a smartphone, and you get a smartphone for your birthday, which is early next year. Once the game is out, and you can't buy them, but you
Yeah.
like Doctor Who and you like Pokemon, so this is the thing for you. Only digital and shit.
Yeah. Well, now
And then you can't buy it, so you can't theoretically play it because you can't buy the cards to trade with people.
yeah, I
That's
might
the
be wrong
horrible
about
system
that.
for a trading card game.
I'm gonna have to check the news from episode 3. I might have written about it there. Oh, it's It's not very interesting, really. But dear God, do I need something to talk about? What did I write
Yeah,
about the thing?
keep stalling for time so that
Keep stalling for.
Paul has enough time to get back to make it to the main topic. Because he'll be very annoyed if he doesn't.
Yeah. Is it in here?
I've just got an advert for that I went on Facebook then, which I'll admit I do a lot during the podcast nowadays. I just open up apps, and the first thing to come up in my Facebook feed is Doctor Who Worlds Apart. Sponsored post.
Oh, so what it is, it's there's a limited number of packs available for sale. Not that they stop going out. They don't stop selling them, but they sell a certain amount.
Do you want to know the
And
prices?
then stop making them, or something I don't know. Go on, what are the prices?
So, okay, it's in dollars.
Wonderful.
Because, the core pack, which is a picture of Jodie Whittaker regenerating, I think.
Yep.
No, it doesn't. It's someone else, but I can't see. It's too small.
It's someone else regenerating.
$4.99, not $499. That's $4.99. Premium pack, which has a picture of a Dalek. That's $12.99, not $1,299. That's $12.99. The exclusive pack with a picture of a weeping angel on, because exclusive. That's $29.99, not $2,999, but $29.99. And the I love this. The TARDIS pack is the last one.
That's 12, isn't it?
What?
The person regenerating in pack 1. Sorry.
Yeah, I think it is. I can't see. It's too small. The TARDIS pack, which is a very specific price. Are you ready for this?
Oh, God.
$196.30p. Who decided that was
What?
Like, all of them are, $4.99, $12.99, $29.99, and then $196.30p. Weird. Just browsing now. There's core frames.
Where are you looking at the prices on?
I just clicked on the ad, and then it says purchase packs. It does feel very video game microtransaction. Some of the artwork's really bad. Some of it's really nice though.
There's also like 13 different frames for the cards as well.
I've just found those now. You can get silver, gold, black diamond, standard or bronze.
It's really
Oh, there's
weird.
more.
Oh, there's a Weeping Angel.
blood.
Okay. There's Weeping Angel,
Weeping
Bronze
Angel, Dalek, Cyber Warrior,
Warrior.
Silurian,
White
Ice
Point
Warrior.
Star. How weird. That's very
What?
specific.
or
A white
TARDIS.
point star. That's one of the 13 iconic things from Doctor Who they
Yeah,
chose.
we all love the White Point Star from the end of time. Was it even from the end of time? Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, end of time, yeah.
I remember that because it was just this random...
He
That was
just
so
goes,
weird.
and I have a thing now, and I've thrown it.
You know what that is? That's
And
a
I'm
White
Timothy
Point Star. As if everyone
Yep.
at home's going to be like, holy shit.
Oh, shit, he's not a white point star. Here we are, I've found it. Purchase packs now.
Are you buying some?
No, I'm just looking at it.
Okay.
God, yeah,
just,
that is a
just
weirdly
don't
specific...
feel intimidated by the price, because it is, in fact, for example, the exclusive pack with the Weeping Angel on the front. It's $29.99, not $2,999. Just so you know.
I'm
Okay,
glad you
so
clarified that.
There is a quote on the website in the frequently asked questions. Why should I buy these cards now? All cards in the pre-sale are limited edition and will only be available during the pre-sale period. After the pre-sale sale ends, we will stop producing these packs. After that point, the only way to acquire Doctor Who Worlds Apart digital cards is by trading them on the marketplace launching soon.
Okay.
So that means if you don't buy them now, you don't have anything to trade with.
It's odd. I've figured out why it's white point star. I've get it right. So they've got like the alien frame, so it's like a Weeping Angel or a Dalek or whatever.
Yes.
And then there's the like standard bronze, silver, gold, black diamond. And then instead of having a diamond frame, if you look, the black diamond frame is the same shape as the white point star.
Yes.
So the white point star is a stand-in for a diamond frame.
I'll be honest, with the people that this is targeted at, I don't think a lot of, definitely not the current Doctor Who fan base, is interested in a trading card game, digital or not.
Yeah.
It's not a collectible thing anymore. People don't rush off to the newsagents for match
so
attacks.
weird.
Match attacks, Top Trumps, Go-Go's, Crazy Bones, they've all died.
Oh, do you remember them?
Yep,
Well,
I'd
they
love-
might have, or it might have been we've stopped doing them. We'll have to
see
you know,
how
I should ask my brother
That's a great
if
idea.
that kind of stuff is.
If you're going to buy them, let us know. And let us know which one and why.
Not gonna buy
and
them
what
at
any
all.
of this means. No, I didn't mean you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you're talking to the
I was
audience.
talking to the listener.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
engaging
Can
with
you
the
see them?
audience.
They're sat right there. Or stood.
I wonder
You
when
can also
Paul's
buy
gonna
a
turn up.
founder's token.
I don't
What the
think...
fuck is that?
It's basically it looks like an in-game currency sort of thing.
Oh no.
But become a founder. Founders tokens are minted and stored on the blockchain. Lovely wording. Founders tokens are ERC721 Ethereum NFTs and can be traded in secondary markets in the future. Only 1,900
beautiful.
secret tokens will ever exist.
Is this Paul? Paul, are you back?
Paul,
Yep. Can you hear me?
you've joined
Yay,
us halfway
he's
through
back.
well, towards the end of the news.
Don't know
So
what
you've-
happened, but I was on my phone, weren't I?
You
And
were
then-
for a bit, yeah.
And then I rejoined. I had to restart my computer. Well, I rejoined on my computer without leaving on my phone, and then it just broke the headphones on my computer. So
Huh.
when you spoke, it would come out as crackle down my earphones.
That's weird.
Then when I played the video on YouTube, it did it. So I restarted it, and then rejoined on my phone. And then when it restarted, it reconnected me to this, and the same thing happened. So for ages, I was trying to figure out how to do it, and all I needed to do was restart it again, but not join on a different device, and then it fixed them completely. So
Well, you're back now, and just in time for the last bit of the news.
Oh, no, that was the last bit of the news.
You're just in
Am I
time
missed-
for the end of the news.
Yeah.
have I missed
Are
out
you
on
sure?
about cards?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
if you got any
no.
hot takes on the cards or Thasmin, let us know.
Well,
go on.
just one thing I need to point out. So there was that TARDIS pack, which was the most expensive one. The $196.30.
Oh, $30, yes.
Yeah. Now,
Not-
if you click on that,
That's not 1,963. I don't know. Just
so on each of the packs they have buy 1 or 2 or 3
Or all
or
of them.
5
Give
or
us your
10
money.
packs. So if you
during this
click it,
pandemic.
they genuinely have an option to buy 10 packs of the TARDIS packs, which brings you to a total of $1,963.
Bargain.
What the fuck?
So I haven't looked much into it, but these are pure digital. There's no physical ones at all, and they want you to pay money for them. Not like back in the day when you'd buy a physical one and get a digital one or something for free, or whatever.
They won't sell. Like I was saying before, I can't think.
This is...
I know a lot of people in this fandom now, and I can't think of a single one who will genuinely buy any.
I mean, when I won't buy it, it's shit.
Yeah,
Right, my brother's replied to me. He said that basically kids his age, he's 13, so kids his age really don't. He hasn't done any of that stuff since about year 4.
yeah.
So since he was about 8.
The only
It's so weird.
person I know who plays online card games is my mate Matthew, and it's Pokemon ones. But you don't have to pay for them. You get them when you buy the actual packs of cards.
Pokemon as well
Oh.
is such a different thing that it's like.
Yeah, because the Doctor Who ones, it's Fear Factor 8, and you're like, what's that mean?
Scary.
That's nothing.
It's scary.
Scary.
At the post, Fear Factor 2, what? Be none if anything, wouldn't it?
Right, that's all the news. That's all
Yeah.
the news.
Is that all the news?
Oh, damn, mate, there was nothing. I
No.
was looking for anything to put
Oh,
Oh,
into
empty
this.
that's news. Not news, but news.
Oh, there's a fucking Big Finish cover.
Nope.
Oh, it's a Big Finish cover. Should we look at the Big Finish cover, Paul?
No, it's Sasha Dehan, the one.
Uh-huh.
Gave a shout out to Ace Creepers Young Minds charity live stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you wanna explain that?
So Ace Creeper, my best mate.
He does good work.
He does. He's my favourite Doctor Who YouTube. Well, I don't know. It's him or Davis. The only two I watch. And
Oh, sorry, Dom.
Dom's my mate. I'll hold my hands up for that. But I've seen a few of his videos. But anyway, so I think Dom's involved actually. So
He was.
he's done a 12-hour charity live stream where he arranged different things to do for 12 hours. And one of them was like an audio play for the Master regenerating into what happened after the Doctor falls, showing both Masters regenerate. And a bunch of other stuff. And Sasha the Hans basically like give it a shout out on his Instagram, I think. And then he's just uploaded the video then about all the cameos in it. He got Benny from series 12.
Yeah, the guy that plays Benny is involved.
Oh my.
And he got Tech Taeyoon. Classic character Tech Taeyoon. I'm not sure who else. I just popped in just then, like to see if my audio was working, and seeing Tech Taeyoon, I was like, wow.
He also
What a
got
reach.
Sasha Dewan and Milo Parker.
Oh yeah, is he the empty
do the-
child?
Shout out to Milo Parker is voicing a version of the Master in the upcoming Masterful Big Finish story, which comes out in January, I believe. Me and Paul will probably talk about it because we both pre-ordered it.
The Young Master.
Yes.
I haven't pre-ordered it just yet. I'm absolutely brassic. But it
Fucking pre-order it.
didn't stop me
And
from
Sasha
buying
Dewan
Spider-Man.
did one as well. Because
Yeah.
Radio Times picked up his bit saying about his mental health bit, which then got more eyes on it.
Yeah.
The Christmas invasion.
Yes, should we talk
Should we
about...
talk about-
So this is the start of us talking about a Christmas episode for each Doctor.
We
Yes.
should mention this is a Doctor Who podcast. Joking.
We've mentioned that. We've mentioned
Fuck off. Have you actually?
We've done everything. We're straight in now.
Did you let them know that we're also human people?
Right,
No,
you
I'm not
keep-
human.
Because it's not.
Because
keep
you don't
saying
need
this,
them.
Paul. But you should say what the podcast is about at the start of a podcast. If you listen to any podcast ever, they go, "Hello, welcome to this podcast. This podcast is about this. Let's get on with things."
Not really. Go on.
No,
I
they
don't say it
don't.
half an hour into recording.
No, they don't. They don't. But
Do we-
they do introduce the concept of the podcast at the start.
The Weekly Planet doesn't open every week.
Yes, they do. They say this is a podcast about comics and movies and TV shows.
Oh yeah. Okay, so they do. But Taskmaster the podcast doesn't
Yes,
open
they
every
do.
week.
They say this is a
Oh, no,
podcast
it
about the. They do, and they say you can watch Taskmaster on Channel 4. And they do. All podcasts introduce what the podcast is about at the start.
We're not a proper
Because you
podcast.
have to assume that
We won't do with that,
every
you bitch.
you have to assume that every episode is the first someone's first episode. So you have to introduce what the podcast is about, so people don't have to
Oh.
figure it out halfway through.
So
If they go, there's a podcast about the Christmas invasion, and David Tennant's in the thumbnail, and I know that there's fucking Christmas invasion episode of Doctor Who.
No, the audio has to stand by itself, Paul.
does a bit.
No.
Yeah.
So, what was everyone's thoughts about the Christmas invasion?
You see,
Going into the
The
rewatch.
thing is,
Sorry, Cameron. What's
Shut
the
the
Christmas invasion? Can you specify? Is it?
Paul, we'll come to Liverpool and kick you in the dick if you don't shut up.
Yes,
Tier
please.
3
Abby.
lockdown be damned.
What? I'm on theatre.
why are you eating? This is a podcast.
Come on, Paul. Have some professional.
Ism.
Be a get professional.
Beer.
Oh no, that's unpleasant. Please stop.
So,
Yeah,
back
so
to
is
the
it the
question.
same? Is it the same shot that opens Rose at the start of this episode?
Yes.
That's the first thing I
Yes, it
realised.
is.
It took me too long to notice that.
I can't remember what the shot is. Was it of the Earth? And then
It's
It's
zooming
like-
in?
London.
from...
Yeah, classic
in.
Russell T Davies.
Ooh.
It's
opening.
used
Sorry.
4 times in his era.
Before we hop into the
They
episode,
remake it
itself,
twice.
have any of you watched? Well, it's the Children in Need special, but it's been dubbed Born Again by all the fans.
Oh,
that
the
they-
the like in between.
Is that the Barcelona
I-
one?
Yeah, I hadn't seen that until just last week. I did. I've always wondered why he says let's go to Barcelona and then rocks up on the Paul estate.
It's quite nice, but the weird thing is because it's a charity thing, they can't put it on a. They can't really put it on DVDs, can they? Because it's then it's making profit. It's weird.
You could always give profit too.
It's on YouTube. Just watch
Yeah,
it
they usually put them on YouTube, don't they?
Even if it's not the legal bit.
That's weird, that like.
I should have watched that actually for the.
Have you never seen it, or have you?
I don't know if I have. I must have seen.
I genuinely, someone sent me it on, tweeted it on Twitter. He didn't send me it personally. But I seen it and I was like, as if I'm getting new David Tennant content in 2020. Well, it's not unheard of in 2020, but like new filmed from 2005 David Tennant content. Blew my mind. I was like, what?
It's a lovely little clip.
It is sick, like.
That really summarises how they're feeling, and
I like the bit where he's like, "Do you want me to change?" And she's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Oh." And she's like, "Can you?" And he's like, "No." And she's like, "Oh."
I'm having a look at it now.
He's gonna watch it. I can watch it with him through the lenses on his glasses. They're kind of bouncing off, so we can all watch it together.
Me and Cameron have shit lenses that don't reflect anything.
I don't
mine
know
That's
glasses.
all theme tune.
Mine are hollow. It's just a frame.
Okay, that is David Tennant. David Tennant there. He's on his way to Barcelona.
This is technically a reaction video now, so we're gonna get loads of views.
It's just me completely silent while the video plays in the corner, and then I go, "Oh yeah, that was pretty good actually." So don't forget to subscribe.
That reminded me of I have to write it down as a video idea I had.
It is on the DVD.
Oh, is it?
Oh, cheeky.
Yeah. It's on the Series 2 one. Special features that children need special.
Oh,
Bjorn again.
I was.
Bjork again.
Do you know the ending of?
I thought I'd seen it on it.
What is it? It's the end of series 3 where the Titanic crashes.
Yeah, that one.
Voyage of the Damned.
Well, yeah. No. I mean when it crashes, like the cliffhanger leading into Voyage.
Oh
of the
yeah.
Damned. I could place that scene anywhere because when I was a kid, I remember watching it in the episode it's in, which is
Last of the Time Lords.
Is it? Oh yeah, because I was trying to think of the series 2 finale. Yeah, and then there's the time crash one as well.
Yeah, it's weird. I really enjoy that time crashes is technically like hidden in a shot in Last of the Time Lords.
Yeah, so like then whenever I think of like that cliffhanger, I think of the Doctor getting like crying in the TARDIS after he leaves Rose on Bad Wolf Bay, and I'm like, he could be there, and then like because I've seen it like in the episode, and then in that time crash thing, I'm like, what? How many? So when I was a kid, I used to think, oh, that'll be at the end of this episode, and then I'd be like, where was it? Because it literally could pop up anywhere, and I'd be like,
yeah. Did one of us ask what we thought about this before we started watching? I feel like that was a question that was asked and never.
Yes, and then I said I was going to kick Paul in the dick if he didn't shut up.
Yeah, I remember enjoying this when it came out. I remember enjoying it on rewatches. It had been a long time since I'd seen it. I enjoyed it overall. It's a good episode. It's probably it's probably the best David Tennant Christmas episode.
I thought you was talking about the children in need thing still.
No, we're talking about the Christmas Invasion. Do you know that, Paul?
Well, I've missed half the episode.
That is a shame, isn't it?
Tis.
Yes. So you think it's the best David Tennant Christmas special?
Probably. What else is there? We've got Runaway Bride, Voyage of the Damned, End of Time. Oh, and The Next Doctor.
Yeah.
I'd say. Wait,
yeah,
do you think this is the best?
Oh, maybe.
I
don't know, actually. I'll have to go back and watch the other ones.
I'd say either Voyage of the Damned or The Next Doctor after rewatching them like quite recently.
It's better than The End of Time. Next Doctor. I don't know.
I thought the end.
That's my conclusive opinion.
I thought the
Okay.
end of time was Boxing Day and New Year's Day.
No,
No,
it was Christmas Day and New Year's Day,
All right.
and it was also. I don't like it.
Wow. How dare you?
Oh, how dare I?
it does get a bit self-wanky at the end.
You've
absolutely.
defeated me, Dan. I'm going.
He's walking
I'll
on.
see you in a bit.
He's actually going for a piss.
He's turned his light. He's actually left. For
He sat
not.
He sat back down in his chair. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening.
Dan, what did you think? Is he still here? Have we lost Dan? Is it just you? Is it just me and you, Cameron, now?
I don't know, but
Are we gonna have to? Are we gonna
I've
have to
got
hold
mode this
this?
time. Yeah, I was looking forward to this. It is a good episode. I think the next Doctor is possibly a stronger Christmas special.
Yeah,
Because-
probably.
Not to be mean to the companions, but Paul, stop breathing into your microphone. I really like it when David Tennant gets the chance to go off on his own and be the Doctor, and you don't seem like confined. I think is a word to use in this point.
I suppose. Yeah, you could. This really is, in a way, it's quite a Doctor Light story. He spends most of it in bed, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where has Dan gone? Actually, are we still recording?
Is Dan still here?
Has Dan disappeared?
Well, very quickly, Dan. Where does this rank? Where does this rank in terms of post-regeneration episodes for you?
11th Hour is still the best one.
Because I'd say this is a great episode, but in terms of post-regeneration, there's not much post-regeneration in it. You know, like it's only like the last 10 minutes. So,
It's better
like,
than Deep Breath. I think that's
Definitely.
the one.
I'd say it's Deep Breath. This is worst to best. Deep Breath, The Christmas Invasion, The Woman Who Fell to Earth, and The 11th Hour.
I might, probably maybe mix it around the middle there, but I probably agree there.
I feel like even if you don't like The Woman Who Fell to Earth much, I mean, on it's a solid story, I'd say. So's this, but there's more going on in The Woman Who Fell to Earth compared to this.
Woman Who
In
Fell to Earth has to set up a lot more.
Yeah, and it
has to set up the Doctor, the companions, the story arcs. This one is just the Doctor.
Yeah.
And again, 11th Hour is new show direction, new Doctor, new companions, and all that.
Yeah, 11th Hour does so much in its runtime.
And Moffat said
And then
he didn't even think of a villain when he done that. He just tacked it on the end, basically. Like, he basically came up with the plot and wrote the scenes, and then went, "Oh, I'll just put this villain in," and threaded it through all the scenes. And he said that during the watch along or something, and everyone was like, "That's like an amazing villain." And
and then just to go back to it again, Deep Breath, only a new Doctor. So maybe that's the trend here. If you have a regeneration, you have to do everything.
I reckon.
I suppose,
Yeah. But this does do a lot. Like, it does fucking more than Deep Breath. Like, this sets up, especially the last, when the Doctor's actually there. So, I'd say, obviously, Matt Smith has a whole episode in the 11th Hour to set himself up. And then David Tennant does it in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Which is...
Yeah, he really...
He was in it more, but what he does do in those 10 minutes is phenomenal. Like, in terms of character. Like, Russell just...
It's really... Like when he turns to it, really is just... Bam! He's the Doctor.
Yeah.
Like, in that bit right at the end.
I quite like it
with...
hindsight, because obviously in this bit, the Doctor is, in that last 10 minutes, what kind of a man I am. Am I a good man, a bad man, a handsome warrior? And then we get Capaldi's last sort of bit, and it's like, am I a good man, Clara? And it takes him ages to work out what kind of a man he is. David Tennant does it in 10 minutes. In his pajamas.
Clara
Also,
also answers, I don't know. You've only known him for fucking. You've only been across his whole time stream, Clara.
Dan's been away for so long now, and he's not responded to the messages. I'm willing to bet there's a good chance his computer has shut itself and we've lost the recording.
I was going to ring him then, but I don't have his number.
But we're going to keep talking anyway.
It's a good episode.
Well, it's not without its issues though. I think one of the bits that does grate me a lot about this episode is there's a lot of the runtime dedicated to just Rose going, "Oh, he's not the Doctor anymore."
A bit
Oh,
like
what am I
Clara in
gonna do?
Deep Breath, where she's like,
You
"Oh,
back
I can't
there?
shag him."
Dan's back.
He's been sat there this entire time.
I've not had to
blind
take a phone
Clara.
call. Sorry about that. But yeah,
Okay. Are we still recording?
I hate that bit. Yeah, when Clara gets upset because she's not attracted to him anymore. It's like, shut the fuck
Yeah.
up.
Oh, I
Yeah.
hate that bit.
But that's not the Christmas
then-
invasion, so let's talk
Then
about
that
that.
bit where he's like, "Oh, I'm not your boyfriend, Clara," and she's like, "I never said you were." And
No.
you're like, "Oh, really, Clara?"
Can we
Did
just
you not?
mention the fact that she hates how he's got a different face, yet she's met all of them in his time stream?
Yeah.
What the fuck
Yeah,
was
but does
that
she
about?
remember that? I don't think she remembers.
What the fuck is that about?
Then what's the point?
No, she
Right,
does.
Christ, let's
'Cause
not talk about
It's like
In
I'm
Day
not,
of
I'm
the
not
Doctor-
trying to like justify name of the Doctor, but I'm pretty sure it's like she jumps in and then like everything's she like gets like versions of stuff that's split off, but she doesn't have those memories of those
No, but when she
fracture Claras.
but she sees them all running past her, and then when she meets the War Doctor in Day of the Doctor, she's like, "Oh, that's the you that you don't talk about," and she knows who the 10th Doctor is when he appears.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah,
So-
it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have the memory. How come she doesn't have the memory, but the water had the memory of the onion juice in it?
What?
Or whatever the fuck
So,
the hippies believe in that.
What? The water
Water has memory, apparently.
from the pilot is this?
No, this is actual water in real life.
Oh shit, what if I don't have
Real life
Yeah,
water
water has memory.
has memory, and it can remember everything that's ever been in that single drop of water. So, like orange juice, apple juice, onion,
And all that dinosaur shit as well. And while you're
and
here,
dinosaur shit.
can I interest you in my pyramid scheme? Would you like to join?
Yes, that sort of thing.
Wonderful. Yeah, so it does grate me that a lot of the time is spent of just Rose going, "Oh, I don't know. That's not the Doctor. He's not here anymore."
He's not a 40-year-old man anymore.
He's a 30-year-old man instead.
It's weird how much younger he looks, considering he's like 5 years younger.
Can I bring up a friggin'... Oh no, I think I've already brought it up on the podcast before, but this is the best time to bring it up.
Go on.
This is I can't for life. I think it was Cavan Scott who wrote. He's done a few of the Ninth Doctor comics. He has said on a podcast called 9 is 10, which you should check out. It's very good. It's all about Series 1. He's said that the 10th Doctor, his face and his kind of character and the whole space boyfriendiness of him is a reaction to Rose and Captain Jack. In that, so it's the idea that the Ninth Doctor saw Captain Jack. Think about it, fancy hair, long coat, bit of an attitude, visually younger, like younger looking, and a bit more energetic, a bit more flirty as well. And he saw that, and I think it affected his regeneration going into 10, so that kind of explains why he's so perfect for Rose. It's just, it's not like officially, obviously they cast David Tennant because it's David Tennant. It's not because they were thinking of that. It's just a nice little bit of tap.
It's definitely like a retcon type thing. Go on.
Did you see that video going around this week of John Barrowman speaking in a Scottish accent? Because that knocked me for 6. Like,
No, because I've seen him in a Scottish accent before.
When?
Many a times when he's
Literally,
done it on
whenever
TV.
whenever he's not on Doctor Who.
Yeah.
What? No, because
when he's doing interviews, he goes Scottish quite a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
This morning, Lorraine, Loose Women.
Yeah, It was on Lorraine, but like in I'm a Celebrity and Strictly or whatever he was on Dancing on Ice, he talks American as well.
Whenever he's on Lorraine, he goes Scottish.
I love the way
Yeah,
Lorraine
it was
says,
on,
Dr.
it was on Lorraine where he went Scottish, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, he does it quite a lot, actually.
I was like, is his American thing fake? Like,
His
proper
American
fully
accent is as fake as Sandy Toksvig's British accent.
Sandy Toksvig's not British.
No, let's
Yeah,
not go
exactly.
down this rabbit hole.
What?
We'll go into this later, though.
I've noticed the having with this episode is this not the Christmas invasion. I mean episode 16 of the podcast. Having had a segment where Paul wasn't there, and now a bit where Paul is here. I've noticed that the segment where Paul is here is a lot more chaotic and talky over. But that's just a little. That's a real. That makes sense.
It's ironic as well because Cameron talks over people the most.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think he does. I think his connection's just so delayed that he doesn't pick up on us talking in response to him.
That might be it.
There you go. It took him that long to respond.
Because I was waiting for someone to say
I just
something.
noticed it before. Christmas invasion, then.
Christmas invasion. Yeah. What do we think of the Sycorax?
Very cool.
Very cool. Bohemian
love...
Rhapsody, am I right?
I was thinking that must have been on purpose.
Have you seen the blooper? Where they
I might have actually.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we spoke about it on this show.
I've seen two bloopers with that. One where someone in the background is singing, and one where the one at the back falls off his box. Like, because they look up a bit, he looks back and he ends up falling backwards off his box. And if I've not seen that, I have no idea where I've just got that memory from.
They are a little bit placeholdery. Because the episode really isn't about the Sycorax, it's about them dealing with a generic alien threat.
Yeah.
As opposed to the Sycorax being like a very interesting.
I really
I
was like, oh yeah, okay.
Oh, what's this?
This is Karen Gillan's just gone live on Instagram, so I'm watching that. Carry on.
Instead, you're just watching that instead of the book.
Have we got anything we want to say to Karen Gillan?
Hello, Karen Gillan.
Come on this podcast.
Please.
Boost the numbers.
Oh my god, the numbers are just growing. There's so many people, I can't get a word in edgeways. Someone said, do you miss Rory? Are they aware that she's an actress?
No,
not Amelia
she's
Pond.
not the fictional character Amy Pond.
Yeah.
Who was a model?
I'd actually like to see the Sycorax return. Like, they're one of the things that I do want to see return.
Have them fleshed out a bit more.
Also, like, this ship has just been blown up by Earth, and you are a warrior race. Why has not an armada turned up yet?
No, they were scavengers though, weren't they? It says in the episode,
I think that was they mentioned that.
It says in the episode that they're like the last ones and they're like scavenging to survive, and that's why they've come to the Earth. And then they blow the ship up and they're all gone then.
No, because we have seen Sycorax scenes in like passing in like that bar that Jack hands out and stuff.
Well, yeah, that's
they're not like the last. They're not the last of the Sycorax, but
it's not every one of them. There'll be like maybe one went I'll go here instead actually. But there's not like another armada or anything. They're like just like there's a couple in the Pandorica, but that's also like a historical one, so that's thousands of years ago. And then there's a Seventh Doctor one, but that's obviously set earlier as well.
Yeah, they're definitely just a generic. Yeah. Oh, we're coming to enslave you.
Oh, we'll get you.
I like the aesthetics of their ship as like a big rock.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the skeletal masks.
And then is it an exoskeleton they have?
Yeah.
It seems to be because the flesh seems to like.
The muscle is under the bone.
Yeah.
It's very raw.
Yeah. I can understand why all of the others, apart from that main one, had masks on.
Mm-hmm. I imagine it's because the prosthetics were very expensive, and they could only afford to do it to one guy. So
that is why the Ood all wear overalls, and they only have the face.
It's why the Silurians rarely take off their masks, apart from the lead actors.
Yeah.
That's What I call music. 93.
93 specifically.
There's
Any,
some quite
any
good.
songs from 93 that you know?
Any
So I can
songs
tell you.
What?
From 1993. Do you know one single song from 1993?
When did Blur's albums come out?
If I had to choose
Probably
a
not
few,
Rich.
I would say probably Come Undone by Duran Duran, Another Sad Love Song by Tony Braxton, That's the Way Love Goes by Janet Jackson, that's a good one. Knocking Da Boots from H-Town, that's a good one. More Duran Duran with Ordinary World. If I had
You
no
were
link.
already looking at this album, weren't you?
So
That's
there's some
clearly
quite
the
good
joke, Paul.
No,
continuity
Creep by
bits
Radiohead,
in,
that's 93, isn't it?
Dunno.
this
Oh, Modern
episode.
Life is Rubbish came out in 1993. That's a great album. That's one of Blur's best ones.
That's a show by Dave Gorman, though. I'm joking.
Yeah, songs from 1993.
Doctor Who,
Some-
not 1993.
I want to talk about Blur's
Listen,
seminal
guys.
album, Modern Life.
Yeah, let's move on. Disarm by the Smashing Pumpkins.
I wonder what they think of the current Modern Life. Is it still rubbish? Is it worse?
For Tomorrow by Blur. That's a good one.
So Big Ben is in Scaffolding.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. That was a nice little detail.
Yeah, which I really like. Apparently, he
Of
wanted
course.
to destroy it again, which I now want to happen, and it's like in the scaffolding.
Every single time it gets
I
destroyed.
just want
Yeah.
some
Not
worker
so
to be in
early.
Parliament Square, just like with his flask or something, and he's like the security gun. It's just like again.
It's like
Yeah.
they've just put the finish. They're just cleaning it again.
Yeah,
It
Just
gets knocked
polished in
down
the
completely.
blackface.
I'd do anything for love, Meatloaf.
Like
But I won't do that.
Yeah.
like what are you asking them to do then, man? You sketchy man.
I don't want to
it's
fight
like-
Tina
It
Turner.
could have been like the blue car from Mr. Bean, where it just gets destroyed all the time.
Yeah, like the heart-shaped box and Nirvana.
Shut up, Dan.
Yeah.
And it
Do
must.
you know Joe, who's a bit of a creep by Radiohead in this?
Probably Tony
episode?
Braxton when he released Breathe Again in
And
1993.
you Helen or the general bloke.
I don't have an answer to that question.
I don't know what he said.
I just wanted to say creep by Radiohead.
There's just no
I have a
limit
question
to
for
this
you about
podcast,
this
it's
episode.
unlimited.
Go on, Cameron. Ask your question.
Have you ever seen Scooby Doo? I'm joking.
Harriet Jones, former MP Fly Down or former
Yes, we know who you
Prime
are.
Minister,
Let me know who she is.
her assistant. Is he a civil servant or does he work for UNIT? Because it's just like, oh, we need this, and he just walks off and gets it as if this is
Oh,
his
yeah,
office.
He's a little bitch boy.
He seems to be a UNIT member, yet he's not dressed as a UNIT person. He's dressed as a civil servant assistant.
Yeah, he
He's
seems to be.
undercover.
For a civil servant, he's very good at deciphering messages.
Yeah.
Do you know what I find unbelievable in this episode?
Is it the aliens? Because
No.
that doesn't happen in real life, does it?
Is it the giant Death Star laser?
It's just
Is
when
it
he
the Time Lord?
Is it the lack of
when he rocks
1993 songs?
it's when he rocks up and he goes, right, so I've already translated everything he's saying. You're like, how? Where would you start?
UNIT
Well,
have
he
an
watches the film.
archive
That's a good point.
An archive.
alien artifacts and languages that they've met.
Also,
Yeah, but they've
plot,
never met the
speed up
cigarettes.
plot.
But they can work
Yes,
it out
of course.
from other things, like how you can work out Polish from German.
Yeah. Yeah.
can work out
Have you seen the
Sycoraxian
film
from Martian.
Arrival, Paul?
You cannot work out Sycoraxian from Martian.
How do you fucking know? It's not real.
Because they're not
None of
even
this-
from the same galaxy.
This
So
isn't
what's-
real,
How do you
Paul.
know?
Because
We've
they're
not been
not.
told where the Sycoraxian planet is.
Sycoraxia
it's not real.
is not in our solar system.
How do you know?
It's not
they
in
could
any
actually
solar
be
system.
from Venus.
Because it's
And
not
it's just-
real.
In their own tongue, Venus is called Sycorax.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did enjoy the line
They could've
what
just
was it? It's
put
like,
that
oh,
on the
when-
translator.
when the head of the Guinevere 1 was like, oh, so they're not Martians. He's like, no, Martians look completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did quite like that, but I don't think UNIT have ever met Martian.
Have they never met the Ice Warriors?
No, the Ice Warriors haven't been to Earth, I don't think.
Yeah, but
Not
they
in, the,
say.
not in the show, at least.
Yeah, but
Cold
that's
War.
why the unit member asks if they are Martians, because they don't know what they look like. And
No,
that's just something.
No, it's
everyone
not.
does.
It's not the unit guy.
It's Daniel Llewellyn, the scientist bloke who's a civilian.
lovely
Oh, right.
Welsh,
Well, that's
lovely
what
Welsh guy.
That's what everyone says, like when Donna calls the Doctor on Martian. It's just something people say.
Yeah. You're right there, Dan. You
I
seem
really
to
like
have.
the Christmas Invasion. It's not bad.
Talk about it then.
Did anyone else notice as well the sort of character development for Harriet Jones is, well, apart from her assistant being weird. Whenever she's talking to someone, she asks their name just to make sure she remembers their name.
Oh, that's nice.
What a
Because she's
prick.
a nice person. She's not
So-
a bully.
No, she's Labour. But
Definitely.
in World War III, there's the assistant who dies, and it's like, oh, what was he called? And it's like, oh, I never got his name, and it shows that she
Oh.
still feels from that, so she makes sure she gets everyone's name.
Oh, I really like that.
I'm sorry, just to backtrack a minute there.
Sorry, what did you say
I
then,
don't
Cameron?
know why you said that she's Labour when clearly Doctor Who's never been political up until 2018.
She says she's not one of the Blair babes.
There's no politics in this show.
That's just a band that was around at the time. They released a hit in 1993, funnily enough.
No, it's the fact that Tony Blair took a bunch of women on his front benches so he could look at their tits.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, he's not a good person, Paul.
that's very rapey of him. But
Yes.
I'd expect nothing less from a Tory, I'll be honest.
Paul, do you know who Tony Blair is?
Oh, no, he's Labour, isn't he?
Yes.
Do you know what else he
Always
is?
get those two mixed up.
Yeah, they're very similar.
Go
aren't
left
they?
and
They're
right. They're just so.
quite easy to.
Well, this is before my time, I'm not that old.
No, it wasn't.
What? I was
Tony
not
Blair stopped being the Prime Minister in 2005.
I was not big into politics in 2005.
No, because Gordon Brown
No,
took
it's Gordon
over.
Oh,
Brown,
do you know what
Yeah.
else happened in 2005? The Christmas Invasion. Please,
Yeah.
just talk about the Christmas
Yeah.
Invasion.
Sorry.
Well, I just assumed, because you said that she was Labour, and she said she's not one of Blair's babes. I
No,
just
but
went,
that was
well,
nonsense
yeah,
anyway, because like we said, Doctor Who was non-political back
There's
then.
no politics in it.
Yeah,
There's never been political.
2018
Most
is when it all
politicians are
started,
quite
and
rapey
stupid
anyway.
SJW's ruined my show. Stay butthurt.
Yeah, no, Russell T Davies would never put a politician in a show that you're meant to at least slightly sympathise and make them a Tory.
Yeah. David Tennant must have been uncomfortable having to lie on the floor of the TARDIS, though. Because
No.
that was metal great.
Yeah, it does look uncomfortable, doesn't it?
It looked like a very uncomfortable floor to have to lie on for an extended period of time.
Well, to be fair, he did pass out on it, so he didn't have a choice.
I think we mean the actor, not the character.
Alright, here's a
Yeah.
question for you. You can have your bedroom can even be bigger on the inside. Like you walk in and it is that console room. Doesn't work or anything. It just looks cool and has all the sounds and lights. But you don't get a bed. You have to sleep on the floor. Would you accept it?
Yep.
Well, he's got a chair.
Yeah, I could sleep on the chair.
Yeah.
I'd sleep
That
on that.
weird.
I'd sleep on that thing that the Ninth Doctor uses, and I think they got rid of it. It's that big walkway around the side. You only see it in Boomtown, I think. If I just blow
The
your
bit
mind,
that
do
you-
you not know?
No. It's in Blink, isn't it? That's where the security message plays from.
Oh, is it in Blink as well?
I think
Yeah.
one of the security messages plays.
I know it's in Boomtown because he's on he's kind of fixing something up there as well, and that's when I
I
first.
don't know.
noticed
I don't
it.
know
was
if
like, what?
anyone's on. No, Jackie's on it in Army of the Ghost. Jackie's
Yes.
sat up there.
There is
Yes.
that pimp there, though. But that looks like it's the same floor as the lower level.
Oh, while we're on the subject of the TARDIS and its interior design,
Yeah.
that big spiral staircase in the middle, that room there where it's got all the costumes. Why did we never
Yes.
see anything like that again? Because that was the coolest shot in the whole episode.
It is weird, yeah. It's
Yeah,
also
it-
the first time that a room other than the console room has been seen in Modern Who.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yeah, there's a shame we don't see more of the
there's,
TARDIS in
there's
one.
also, I know this will probably come up in trivia, there's a bunch of past Doctor's outfits around there, but also there's his costume from Casanova.
Yes, I
Yeah,
have
and
that
there's
written down.
a...
There's
there's a
also
Harry
a Harry
Potter-
Potter uniform.
Yes, there we go.
That was
there it
the
is.
trivia!
I'm sorry.
Sorry,
I'm
Cameron.
sorry. I'm sorry for stepping on your toes.
Do you think Harriet Jones is liberal? Do you reckon there's a completely a Labour Party that just exists in Doctor Who?
Doctor Who
He just
isn't
made up?
political.
Shut up, Dan.
Oh,
It's never
are
been
you-
political.
What are you trying to say? What do you
So,
mean?
do you know the way we have like Labour and Tories and Green Party and all that?
Yeah, I'm aware
Do you
of the
reckon there's just an
politics of
extra
the
one in
UK.
Doctor Who? Like,
What do you mean?
so like just one completely made up in the show.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
the
all of
one
it's
that
made
Howard
up,
Saxon
and it's
ran
for
with.
escapism.
Yeah. So like there's still Labour and Tory and all that, and then there's an extra one that Harriet Jones was in.
No, Harriet Jones is a Labour.
But she says she's not.
Yeah.
With Tony Blair.
No, it
No,
means she's
the-
part of the Labour Party, but she's not specifically one of the Blair.
Right. That's why I thought he was a Tory, because you said he was part of the Labour Party.
No,
And said
but-
she went with Tony Blair.
Harold Saxon
I thought he
was
must
an
be a Tory.
independent Prime
Can I
Minister.
just say,
Yeah, it
for this
was.
podcast, we've said the word Tory too many times.
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause Doctor Who
everyone's
isn't
said the word
political.
Tory too many times.
Yeah.
Should never be uttered.
I feel a bit sick.
So what did everyone
I
think
feel
of
like I've been non-stop, personally. by the way.
Rosa's speech to the Sycorax?
Oh, well, she just names a bunch of
Yeah.
things from series
Yes. And at one point
Shit.
just goes, "Oh, and the Daleks."
one.
It's pretty cute. I think
Because
the only
literally,
other companion
look,
that
they
could
go,
do that
"Ooh,"
and
and points at him.
and just as funny would probably be Amy.
Sarah
Yeah.
Jane.
Because
Yeah.
like one of the things is it? Yeah, it's Flatline, isn't it? Where Clara pretends to be the Doctor for a bit.
Yes.
I've always thought that I'd enjoy that episode so much more if it was Rose or Amy, because they'd just be 10 times funnier. Even Donna.
Yeah,
Donna would
because
fully ham it up.
Yeah, she'd
I would
really
do that now.
she'd overplay it to the point where
But-
no one believes her.
Donna does at one point, doesn't she?
I think very
Are
briefly.
you referring to Dr. Donna?
No. I'm sure there's an episode where she just she just pretends to be the Doctor, and he's like, "Oh, stop it."
No, it won't be like Flatline though, like that kind of level, or like Rose does
Yeah.
here, where she like really
No,
takes
it's
charge.
just like for a scene, she tells someone her name's the Doctor or something, and I might just be thinking of Missy. Or
It does ring
something.
a bell.
Yeah, I can't think of the episode, but I don't know.
You're not a true fan, then, are you?
It'll come to you when we finish recording.
Literally, it might not even exist. So
Yeah,
There we go. That's the end of that one.
that's the end of that one.
I think we've gone back to it like how David Tennant does everything in 10 minutes, but those 10 minutes are the best 10 minutes of the episode.
Yes.
We have to just sit through the rest of it first.
Mhm.
Because I've got more notes about like that last 10-minute period than I have the rest of the episode.
There's a bit where he quotes the Lion King. That's such a good bit.
Yes.
Are we just gonna? Is the rest of this now just gonna be? The bit where he does that and that's good, and there's the bit where he does the thing and that's also.
Possibly, but
Yeah.
how many views did we get, Cameron?
Yeah, go on, Cameron.
I've just got a few bits about like the fight scene, how it's very low angle shots, isn't it?
Yeah, long angle shots.
They do that
It's
a lot
like
in.
touching the sword and then running away.
I've
and
noticed
touching
they
the
do a
sword.
lot of that in Torchwood as well. They get a car park, an empty car park, and they'll shoot a scene in it, and they'll do it in a certain way so that they try and make it look as good as possible.
Do you know
Yeah.
that
Sometimes
one
it really
shot-
works.
The one shot in the first episode of Torchwood where Jack's on a building like Batman,
Yeah.
and the camera
Yeah.
just pans around them like free. Oh, that is shit.
And then when he gets his hand cut off, bye hand, we'll see you like 20 episodes later.
Russell plans so far. Oh, that remember
How much of that could he have actually planned at that point?
in the 2006 annual, which was about series 1, he mentions
Yeah.
that somewhere
You are
in the
not alone.
universe there's like a war, like in cave paintings or something that you can't really see, and there's one lone survivor, and it says underneath it, "You are not alone." And then he
Yeah.
brought it back in series fucking 3.
A lot
think
of it
I
is
will-
definitely
2
'cause he
years
had
later.
a lot of the ideas he had when he was writing the Virgin New Adventures, didn't he?
I
Yeah.
reckon
One
what
of those.
happened was like
I
he
think
came up with more than one arc before he took the job,
I think
so that he knew he could.
what he did as well was he was quite good at leaving stuff on a loose end in a satisfying way, while as Moffat
Yeah.
did the complete opposite and tried to over-explain everything, ended up contradicting himself or getting himself into a deeper hole, and it was like this doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the difference
But,
between them. And one of
yeah,
them's
when he-
very grumpy.
When he loses his hand and then he stands up and it regrows and the
I
Sycorax
love that.
says witchcraft and looks a bit scared and then he's like, no, Time Lord, he looks more scared, which I
Yeah.
quite like, of adding that layer to the Time Lords of they're
Yeah.
now known, instead of bringers of peace and keepers of the laws of time, they're now this horrible warriors
Oh, this
that will
era
kill
does that
you.
so well.
Yeah.
Like fleshing out Gallifrey and Time Lords and stuff, and so then when we do see him, it's like, oh my god, this is serious. They've gotten quite cheap over the years, I think.
Yeah. And then the bit where it's like, no more second chances, I'm that sort of man. He goes on to give a lot more second, third, and fourth chances to people.
Yeah, but then there's loads of times where he also doesn't as well. So.
Yeah,
I reckon he gives
that
more
stuff
second
on,
and third
like,
chances than he does not.
I blame it on him still being in his cycle and like still being part of his regeneration. He's not quite sure who he is yet.
He's just trying to
Yeah.
say something cool.
Yeah.
And before I give you the rest of my trivia, it is confirmed that Arthur Dent exists in the Doctor Who universe as an actual person and not a book character.
What?
Because
I'm sorry.
Oh, he
Yeah,
says he
yeah.
met him,
So-
yeah.
he goes, I did all of this in my pajamas. Very Arthur Dent of me. Nice bloke, him.
Yeah.
Meaning,
Oh,
those books are Doctor Who characters.
I remember that. Funny you should say that. In the newest edition, Russell T Davies wrote the foreword.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it's a very good foreword as well.
yes. So, the bits of trivia that I did write down how many
Viewers.
people watched it. 9.4 million views
No,
on original transmission.
it says 9.8 million views. Oh,
Well, I read 9.4, so fuck yeah. It is the first time a TV...
at the peak it was 9.8, but the average was 9.4. Sorry.
Thank you for clarifying.
Go on. Sorry, Cameron.
It is the first time a TV drama was allowed to film on top of the Tower of London. So all of the other
Oh.
filming on that roof beforehand had been
When did he do that?
documentaries and stuff.
When all the people from UNIT go and stand at the top of the building.
Was
Yes.
that on the Tower of London? Oh,
That's the actual
Yeah.
Tower of London.
Wait, I thought that was just an office building.
No.
No, you know at the start when the car pulls up in front of the Tower of London and they walk into the Tower of
I
London.
thought you meant when they were jumping off the building.
No, when the UNIT employees are at the top
Right.
of the building.
No,
Yeah.
I don't remember that specific bit.
Opening shot is a repeat of Rose. We've said that down at the start.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we?
This is the first Christmas special in all of Doctor Who as well.
Yeah,
Apart
that's
from the
what I thought.
Feast of Stephen, that kind of counts. as
No,
First
That is a Christmas episode.
Yes,
Yeah,
the first like
true.
specifically Christmas
Specific
special.
episode. Because there's the Feast of Stephen, which aired on Christmas Day in whatever year that was.
1964.
4 or 5, I want to say.
Yeah, it weren't
Because
60.
it's the only one that can be.
But that fourth wall break in that is better than the whole of the Christmas invasion in my mind.
Yeah, and it
I
has
love that
a
so much.
fourth wall break by the First Doctor. It features the Daleks.
You know they
because,
told
like,
him
the-
not to.
He
They
just
said
did it anyway.
He said, I want to turn to the camera and say Merry Christmas to the kiddies at home. That'll be great. Yeah, I'll do that. And they're like, no, come on. We've got to finish the scene. We've got tight schedules. You know what it's like. Let's just do this take. Don't fluff your lines. For God's sake, just get on with it. And they had it rolling. He just fucking snuck that in at the end. He was like, Merry Christmas to you two at home. And I just thought, imagine being a
it's
kid
also got
back then and
It's weird.
seeing that.
that
It's
episode's
weird
got the
that,
meddling monk in as well.
It's weird in 1963 that they wanted to preserve the canon and not have fourth wall breaks.
Yeah.
I think it was
Um,
just a case of him
63.
sticking to the script, because if he wandered off, they might ruin the take.
Yeah.
You have to go back
Mhm.
and you know what it's like.
But yeah, Feast of Stephen. It's unfortunately a lost episode as well, so we can't talk about it
Yeah, we
properly.
just got the audio from some of it,
Yeah.
I think.
So,
A prototype of the Sycorax sword was auctioned on eBay for Great Ormond Street Hospital and raised £920.51 pence.
fucking hell, you'd think it'd raise more than that, like.
Well, it is a
It's only a sword.
yeah.
Yeah, but still. Not even a proper prop, actually, so yeah, never mind.
The script for this was written by Russell T Davies for
No way.
shut up, for the 9th Doctor character, not 10. So then,
Why was the 9th Doctor not going to be on it?
Because he quit.
No.
No, let him finish the fact.
let me
Paul.
finish the fact. So then, when David Tennant was reading it, the 10th Doctor's characterization came from David Tennant and not Russell T Davies' written lines. So David Tennant can show through it more.
That is interesting.
No,
Yeah.
Yes, you can go to the toilet.
I meant like if it was written for the Ninth Doctor, why was he asleep for all of it? Not why was
No.
The lines that the 10th Doctor has were
Yeah.
written for the
Well,
9th Doctor.
Like in the
they're
script,
written
they
as-
said Ninth Doctor.
No, I know. Yeah,
No,
they were-
his
they were written-
characterization of it.
Yeah.
I mean, in
so
the
that-
episode, like if it because it was gonna have the Ninth Doctor.
No, it
No,
It's not-
it was never
it's
going to
not
have
the 9th Doctor, Christopher Eccleston. It's the 9th Doctor character. It's the characterization that the lines have. So it's like how Christopher
Right.
Eccleston delivers the lines is how they are written in the script.
So
The-
when
the
David
line-
gets them, he does his own little
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
it
The
is.
lines were written with Christopher Eccleston in mind, with his characterization in mind, so that David Tennant could add his own spin to it and the
Yeah,
character
on
would shine
paper
through
it's
it.
still the same
Yeah.
person, but
I
Yeah.
thought you meant like because it originally like before they knew
No,
the regeneration. I thought you meant they wrote it for the Ninth Doctor, and I was confused
No.
why he was asleep for the whole thing if it's still the Ninth Doctor.
before he quit, they probably thought that they would be able to get round to doing like series
Yeah.
2 with him, but yeah, I guess not.
this is
Wasn't
the
today.
first episode of the revival to have the Doctor credited as the Doctor as opposed to Doctor Who, which was a request by David Tennant as well for that to
Mhm.
happen.
Big
and-
nerd that he is.
His name is both though. I love it when
Yeah.
Capaldi calls it when he says that I play Doctor Who. It's like, oh,
Mhm.
I love it.
Tom Baker says it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact,
listening
he
to
says.
the Out of Time
I think him and
interview-
Sylvester say, "I love having played a Doctor Who." That's the way he phrases it. He's
Yeah.
like, I played a
Someone,
Doctor Who,
Um,
like a James
Someone
Bond.
told me the other day that Sylvester McCoy pronounces Daleks as Daleks.
No, I think
I
he
think
says,
that's his dialect.
He is
Yeah.
Scottish.
in remembrance. He says Dalek like that. It's like it's weird.
Oh,
But yeah, the Out of Time interviews with David Tennant and Tom Baker, it's like David Tennant's there and it's like, I played the Doctor, or the 10th Doctor to be more precise, and Tom Baker's there and it's just like, hello, Doctor Who here. Brilliant.
BBC
but yeah, this
TV's
is
The
al-
Doctor Who.
with the credits as well in this, it is the first episode where the actors are credited in order of their significance to the plot and not their appearance in it, which is what they've done
Ah.
through Series 1. And it also is the first episode to use the BBC National Orchestra of Wales.
Yes.
And now over to Paul to read out some random twats' thoughts on the episode.
Take that, Ed.
Cameron,
so
wash your
The-
mouth out.
first up today on Ed's Fort
Very
is
sorry,
Cameron's cousin,
Does he want to
Cameron.
replace Cameron now on the podcast?
a random twat indeed. No.
I've called him worse, it's fine.
No, I don't. He's not first. I'll read someone else. So first on Ed's Fort is Matthew. With he says the Christmas invasion is an interesting introduction to the Doctor, showing
Yes.
Russell's nature and of reimagination.
Yes.
With the with the series,
Yes.
it fits well as a Christmas episode, having fun content, interaction. The Sycorax is an especially interesting villain.
Yes.
Designed very well. that was it. That was the whole message.
Thank you.
Wonderful. We also put out a post on the Facebook group. They got Planet Broadcasting Gallifrey Makes group.
Yeah,
Asking people's opinions.
gonna get that one up now as well. I've got this one and then
Oh, and
What?
also we have an email that I can
Cameron's
read out.
cousin.
Oh yes. Oh, we do we?
Yeah, we'll get to it.
Wow. So
Okay.
Ed, who the famous section's named after?
Oh, is this another person? Okay.
No, I've got this one and Cameron's cousin, and then
Okay.
so
And then
Ed,
I'll read out some from the.
yeah.
group.
So Ed says, brave to keep David Tennant in bed for the whole episode. I mean, it's basically a Dr. Light episode. Haha.
Yes.
Good for the first ever Christmas special, and it hits the tone that Russell T Davies was going for with the specials. Light fun, the family can watch while eating the dinner. Rose is good. Harriet Jones Prime Minister is great, and the Sycorax are very cool. Spinning Christmas tree, little
We didn't,
okay
I didn't
emoji.
mention the Christmas tree.
Plus early signs
Did
of
we?
the darkness of David Tennant's Doctor that can sometimes be forgotten. That's Ed from Ed's Fort.
I managed, after a few prompts, we managed to extract this thought from Kion on the Facebook group.
Kian.
Kian.
Cyan, like the colour.
Like the colour. After I asked him to be vague but also very specific, it said, "It reminds me of my family, but you get no context."
You completely cut out.
And just cut out them.
I cut out. Oh, for fuck's sake! Which point did I cut out after?
After
It
context.
reminds me of my family.
Yeah. It reminds me of my family, but you get no context as to why.
I would have loved it if you cut out again.
No, I would
out what his
have. I would
thoughts
have
are.
quit the podcast at that moment.
Wow.
He also commented just the GIF. I'm not going to
Yeah.
say which GIF.
Okay. Should we do the email?
There's-
Yeah.
Or have you got
Oh,
more?
well, there's a few other thoughts
Sorry,
from.
go on. I'm just
I'll
excited.
How dare you? This one from Sam. One of my favourites. Works very well on a story level and really fun introduction to the 10th Doctor. Really sets the tone for the rest of its run. Luke says it's a decent episode all round, but I think it's a little weak for introduction to a new. And Darren says he left a longer comment, but I'm just going to read out this one. David Tennant in an oversized leather jacket always makes you chuckle.
Yeah, your mic has really just
Tough
given
up.
up towards the end of this podcast.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what's
God.
going on.
Fucking hell. Maybe it wasn't the wire that was the issue.
You've just ordered a new wire, and actually what you need is a new voice.
We
Some
then
microphone.
also have a comment from MJ.
I
Really amazing.
Oh, yeah.
I've just got the email. Dan's about
It was
to
one hell of an introduction, showing me that the Doctor we were getting was going to be just as great as the previous by how he was different. And then another Eds for the Ed Sports. I've got my cousin's one.
No,
I
he's
quite
not-
liked it.
he's not an Ed.
Was a
He's
very
an Eddie.
funny start to the Tennant era. Actually, he's an Eddie. It's the
It's a
basis of
funny
the name
episode.
Edward.
No, because Ed's fort's named after a specific Ed.
No, it's not.
I believe you'll find it's
It is.
not
Well, it's
anymore.
named after
It's
a
just,
specific Ed, but this person is also comes under an Ed.
He's
yeah.
not the Ed.
It's named after a specific Ed, but any Ed.
Any Ed will do, like the Andrew
Actually-
Lloyd Webber song from Joseph.
I
Ed
close
is
my
irreplaceable. If he was-
Draw back the curtain.
eyes. Let's read the
Da,
email.
da, da, da.
So this we've quite a lot actually. Every episode I've said, please email in shobocast@gmail.com. And it's
I've just seen
taken
the
16 episodes, but we've actually got something worth reading out. So this is from Flirt Finder with an R, a bit like Grinder and Tinder. I don't know why I said Grinder first. That's a bit suspicious.
I was wondering that.
And it says, meet others in your area. Here you can meet new people looking for the same as you. Try it out. See profiles. I'm going to click on. It's just loading up my
Looking for
browser.
the same what as you.
Well, I'm hoping that we might find some Doctor Who fans. It says, I am looking for women or men.
Yeah.
I'm...
Is there an option for both?
No, there's not. It's just women or men.
Oh, or neither.
There's
there's
Non-binary.
Nope.
No,
There's-
See, that's what are you clicking on there? Because I've looked at this email, and it's
it
the.
literally says
It
women
just says-
or men.
I'm
And
just...
then you click
No,
the,
I've got nothing
you-
else on this
you
email.
click the drop down.
There's
and
no
it's
drop down.
literally just women or
It's
men.
literally just women or men.
There's
I'm going to
nothing
say I'm a
on
man
my
looking
screen to
for
click to go to this website.
one of
Um,
those.
It looks like this.
Yep. Just
And then you click the green thing.
my age. I'm about 29 now, I think.
Yeah.
I put my
Well-
age in, it just took me back.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh,
Well,
no.
Flirt Finder, if you're listening, I think the survey you sent in wasn't quite working.
This
So if
isn't-
you can get in contact again,
I'll ask
at,
if they want to sponsor the podcast as well.
yeah.
And
You can
anyone
contact
else
us at
Web. Sorry.
Who-
Sorry.
Shabbat-
shabocast@gmail.com.
Because you've just got to be on email nowadays.
You simply have to be on emails these days. It's really is the future of communication.
Who thought when we first did this,
I'm gonna
out
put-
of all the jokes we tried to get as a running gag, this would be the one that we stuck to.
I just want a companion, please. Please
Oh, yeah.
fix your website.
I just want to meet.
Ah, that's a better
Oh,
one. I'll
very
put
good.
that in as well.
Very good.
Also,
So you filling out this whole profile?
sponsor the show /podcast.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Imagine he creates a profile with a link
And
to this podcast.
I'll put
and
my
people-
mobile number in there
Okay.
because they
Imagine
might
if-
wanna call.
Oh, and hopefully they get back to us.
If
I'd
he does
love
it,
for
and we
Dan-
do then get sponsored by this porn bot email account.
It's not a porn bot. It's a
It's a real
site.
person. It's a
Like
fan
I
of the
said,
show.
it says here you can meet new people looking for same as you. Try it out.
I'd love.
What is same as me?
Well, fans of Doctor Who, of course.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'd love for Dan
Um,
to get the confirmation text message back while he's with his girlfriend. That'd be an
While
interesting
she's borrowing my
conversation.
phone. Oh wait, I just refreshed and we got another ad. It's just the same
Have we?
one from Flirt Finder, so I don't think the sponsorship's going to
that's-
work out.
Keen, aren't we?
Don't use Flirt Finder, but instead use all good listening platforms for podcasts to listen to other episodes of this, the Shobocast. And we'll catch you on the next one. You can follow us on Twitter, can't you? Yes, you can.
Yep.
Just
follow us
search
on Twitter.
Dan from
You can find
Shobcast.
us. And I'll be the first and only result.
Don't go on our Twitter, it's useless. The Instagram's not bad though. But yeah, best way to contact us is through email and YouTube.
Yeah,
you
comments
are.
and
You should. Dan Shobocast. You are the first one that comes up.
Am I?
Chinked. Yeah.
I thought so.
Wonderful.
Anything else? Oh, what are we doing next
I-
week? Christmas Carol.
We're Christmas Carol next week, yeah.
So get your thoughts in for that, you turds. We'll read them
You
out.
Dickheads. Thank you very
We
much
love
for
you all.
listening. We love all 12 of you.
18.
18. Oh, we've gone up.
Especially you right
No,
now.
we've gone down.
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame.
Special no thanks to Flirt Finder. Piece of
Yeah,
shit.
good.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor us?
Yeah. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.
See you
Bye.
later.
Bye.
In a bit.
Bye.
And
Oh, wait, I have to do the thing manually, so hold on. Is it this?